Well, we want to continue now our coverage of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial this morning. The jury will hear more testimony and see more evidence to decide whether to convict the Illinois teenager with shooting 3 people and killing 2 during the unrest that followed the police shooting of Jacob Blake. 12 News legal analyst Dan Adams is back with us again this morning. Dan, thanks for waking up early again. So 2 witnesses testified yesterday, and I want to play a little bit of that now and then ask a follow-up.
You said your eyes were focused on the barrel of the weapon.
Yes.
Where was the barrel of the weapon pointed?
At this moment, when he stopped, it was aimed about 45 degrees at the ground.
Did the aim of the barrel of the weapon change?
It did. And when Mr. Rosenbaum lunged, Mr. Rittenhouse kind of dodged around. And then that's when it was leveled at Mr. Rosenbaum and fired.
Rosenbaum was right there in front of my face, yelling and screaming, and I would say, dude, back up, just chill, I don't know what your problem is. And he goes, you know what, if I catch any of you guys alone tonight, I'm kill you.
And he said that to you?
Correct.
Did he say that to the defendant as well?
The defendant was there, so yes.
So, Dan, after hearing that testimony yesterday, which side do you think that helped?
Oh, Adrian, this was a defense day yesterday. Again, this is the state's case in chief. They are supposed to be putting the building blocks of evidence together to reach a conviction. And yet both of these witnesses yesterday were very pro-defense in my takeaway.
And what does the prosecution need to prove to get a conviction to convince the jury?
Well, in normal cases, you'd start out with all of your law enforcement witnesses. Those would be the primary witnesses to put together your case. In this case, because it was essentially everybody involved during the shootings was a citizen, they're having to put these citizen witnesses on first. And really, there's not a lot of dispute, factual dispute, about what happened in August 2020. So ultimately, what the state's going to have to do is not only prove that the shooting happened, there's no dispute about that, but to disprove self-defense. And in Wisconsin, once self-defense is at issue, you have to disprove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's the state's burden, not the defense's.
And Dan, while I have you, I want to ask you one more question. So I asked you for my show up front before the trial started if you thought that Kyle Rittenhouse would take the stand. Now that it's going on, do you think he will take the stand?
Well, on Tuesday, the defense attorney tipped his hand and made some references that I felt showed that Kyle Rittenhouse was planning to take the stand. But after yesterday's testimony with both of these individuals laying the groundwork for self-defense, I'm not so certain anymore.
Okay, we'll be interested to find out. Dan Adams, thank you once again this morning. We'll see you next week.